What's going on, guys? It's Shay. So in this video I'm gonna show you guys how to get better players for your team. But before I do so, if you guys can like the video, this video I'm going to look for, let's say, 10 likes. If you guys can like this video, it takes a few seconds, really means a lot. You guys have been doing a really good job at it. Let's continue with that. Alright, so you're running a team and you need players, not just any kind of players, but good, reliable, dependable players. Not those that won't charge for TBGs, not those that will opt into TSG, not get any points or barely play TSG, barely get any shards or points in Team World to Glory or Team Ring Domination. You're looking for dependable players. You want those that will contribute to your team winning TBGs, TSGs, and finishing Team World to Glory and Team Ring Domination. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys ways to pick out those specific players that will actually benefit your team and not detriment your team. So when going into Team Connector, going to obviously not look there. You're always going to look for SummerSlam 24 players. So what you're going to be looking out for are players with good PvPs, like high PvPs. When you find someone like that, you're going to invite, and you can message them too. It doesn't hurt to message. If you message someone, it just shows you're more you really want them and you care about them joining. So I also recommend messaging the players after inviting the players, messaging them too. So look for players with good PvPs, because PvPs is a really good indicator that this player actually plays the game. A high preference for those with at least, let's just say, 5,000 PvP points or better, and high preference for those who are in Platinum League. Platinum League in PvP is the highest league, so if they're in Platinum League and they have good PvP points, there's a really good chance that this player is active and will benefit your team if they join. So now I'm gonna show you guys examples of someone with good PvPs who I recommend you inviting and messaging them, like, to let them know that you're interested. Hopefully they join. So yeah, so this is a bad example here. Edson, that's like the bad example of what I want you to look out for. So Edson, for example, he's in Gold League, so the second level of the second division of PvPs, and he has 41 points. This is an example. This is a negative example. This is someone who you shouldn't who you should avoid messaging and inviting. Yeah, here's another example, even worse. 0 PvP points, and it's in Bronze League. That's like the worst league you could be. So this person, at least to me, and hopefully to most people, looks like an inactive player. Alright, it took me a minute, but finally found someone that I could show you guys. As an example, a good example of what I mean. So in Zufa, he is a good example. He has pretty good PvPs, 8,200, and is in Platinum League. Here is an example of someone who you should message and invite to your team if you're trying to build a strong team. Unfortunately, most of these people, they have really bad PvPs. They barely play, or they're not playing PvP at all. I will say that PvP is the best indicator of someone being active, and someone who very a good chance of them actually being a good contributor for your team. But there is another way. The next best way to get someone who's active is looking at your cards, specifically people who have full heroics, half heroics, event pros, and those who have special cards of this tier, like recent special cards, not those, like, for example, Well, this guy doesn't. Yeah, like this, for example, Enigma special card. Like that's not what I mean. I mean something like this, like a recent special cards. Like that's what I mean. Look for people because those kind of people are actively playing the game because they're getting the newest cards, getting pros of it. So I will recommend looking for people who have good cards, event pros, and special pro cards. I'm gonna use Latino Heat as my positive example. He is a good example here. Roddy Piper limited edition. This card was, at least to me, because I wasn't able to get the free packs because I have too many credits. It was very hard to complete the collectible objective. So for me, it was really hard to get this card. He has him and a really good number 2 in 2,900, and he also has full heroics and one of the recent SummerSlam 24 special cards. So this guy's a really good example. He also has a Battle Pass Pro. Well, that doesn't matter too much because you could be inactive but spend money. But he does have event pros, and he has a special card of this tier and one of the more recent special cards as well. Prod, well, technically prod, but it's not prod, but it's like the same level as a pro card, but you know what I mean. He has a lot of really good cards. So this is an example of someone who I would look for if you're trying to build a really good team. Here's another example of another positive person you could look for in terms of team deck. He has a recent special pro F1, the Roddy Piper card, full heroic Braun Breaker. I mean, he has pretty good cards. His PvP isn't great, but his cards are good. So that's like another. That's why it's my second indicator. My first, like the best way is PvP, but the second best I would say is cards. Look at the cards. All right, so here's a negative example. This person here, he has Enigma special pros. Not even well, he has one pro, not even pro. He's a single. He has a single SummerSlam special card, and the rest are Enigma Pro special cards. This is someone who I wouldn't want to take. No offense to him, because his cards aren't great, and he doesn't even have a pro of the special cards of this tier, and no event cards as well. So here's and his PvP points are also really bad. So that's a negative example. That's someone who I would avoid taking into my team if I'm trying to build a good team. And not to mention, like having people joining with good cards that will help you in team stomping grounds, because that mode is based on team decks, and it will also help you finish Team Road to Glory because that mode is also based on team decks. And method number 3, inviting someone who actually has like a messaging app like Discord or social media, because I mean it could be a sign that they're a good player, and because you're able to connect with them and you're able to connect them with your teammates. So that is a good sign that they might be active, is if they have like Discord, or for example, and 100 million brownie points if they have all three being a messaging app, good PvP points, and a good team deck. And even if they're not that active, I mean, you have the power to message them if they have, Discord, for example. Maybe if they're connected with your server, if they're connected with you, and they're not doing their part, you could message them. That's something to also be cautious of, is you could message them, and you can continue messaging them until they block you. Unfortunately, things might not play like they should. There's always that chance that the guy who you brought in with good PvP points turns out to be a freeloader. I mean, getting 0 points in Team What's a Glory, TSGs, not doing their part in team events, or like the guy with full heroics turns out to be a freeloader, getting 0 shards and getting 0 charges in TBGs. And on the flip side, this is very unlikely, but that person with 800 points in PvP, he turns out to be a good player, which I doubt, but there's always that chance that person who looks inactive actually turns out to be a good teammate. There's always that possibility that Both situations happen where one person looks active but turns out to be inactive, and one person that looks inactive turns out to be active. But with my method, you should be able to get more WWE World Heavyweight Championships and less 24/7 titles. Now, the Macho Man Battle Pass is still going on. I am going to do it now. Now I have the date. It's going to be on Saturday. So next Saturday, I am going to be doing the Macho Man Battle Pass. If you want to join, it's very simple. All you gotta do is add me on Discord. I am going to be leaving my server, my Discord. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it right now. You see it right now. It's JA1999. Add me on Discord. Send me a message on Discord. Sending me proof that you are actually a subscriber, and joining my server too, because that's where I'm going to be doing it. Very simple. Just add me, message me, sending proof, and joining my server, and you are in. Additionally, it is going to be a trivia based on my channel. So just letting you know, for those who are intern and want to be intern, it's going to be based on a trivia based on my channel. I'm also going to be adding the Battle Pass giveaway announcement video at the end of this video in the end screen. But additionally, I am also going to be adding another video in the end screen. I'm going to be adding my biggest win in TSG, like my biggest ever victory. We were able to beat the best team in the game. So if you want to watch that, like, we were able to beat the best team in the game. If you want to watch that video, I am also going to be leaving it at the end of this video, so you could take a look. If you don't believe me, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Alright, looks like the team is banned, but they were the best team in the game. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel on the road to 1,100, and let me know, where are you in Road to Glory. Alright guys.